Okay, so this problem right here is one of the exponential equations. What makes this so tough is that you've got binomials here in the exponent level. And all we have to do to get the variable down is to log both sides. Now I chose natural log because in the question they wanted us to express our answer in terms of natural logs, but in general when you're solving, if they don't stipulate that, you can use any base log. Now of course, usually you use log base 10 or natural log because your calculator can approximate that well. Okay, so that's what I do in the first step here. I'm natural logging both sides. That allows me to pull down the exponent here, 2x plus 2, and then this is just natural log of 4 is equal to the exponent here, x minus 1 times natural log of 3. Now, it actually, I know it doesn't look like it at all, but it's kind of just a linear equation when you think about it. This is natural log of 4, which is just some number, it's between 1 and 2, some, decimal that goes on for a while. But it's really just a number multiplied times this 2x plus 2. Same thing here. This natural log is just some number, natural log of 3 is just some number between 1 and 2. And I'm multiplying that times x minus 1. So I'm just going to distribute those through, okay? Just like I would if that was, 7 or something. So I multiply both 2x and 2 by that, and I get 2 times the natural log of 4 times x, okay? Really just think of this as something times x plus something here, 2 times the natural log of 4. Over here, same thing. This is natural log of 3. That's just something times x minus something, some number. Now what we want to do, I'm going to move the x's over just as if you had a linear equation. You had two x's in the equation. You're going to move the x's together to combine like terms. You can't really combine like terms here, but you're going to get the x's together. So 2 natural log of 4x minus natural log of 3 times x, and this plus 2 natural log of 4 is just right here. And then we have negative natural log of 3. I'm going to move this over because this has no x's in it. This has no x's in it at all. So I'm just going to move this over, and you just the numbers over here, and I have the things with the x's over. Now I'm going to factor out x. So this is what allows me just to have, in a regular problem you would combine like terms here, but here I'm just going to factor out of x. I'm pulling an x out of both terms, and then I've got this stuff left. 2 natural log of 4 is right here, and this is natural log of 3 right here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do to both sides is just divide this over to the other side so that I just have x by itself on this side. And so x is equal to this fraction of natural log. Now I know that doesn't look very simplified, but really when you think about it, there's no x's over here. This is just some number, right? And I can, in this problem, they ask you to give an exact solution, which is this one right here with the natural logs that's expressed in natural logs. But then you can use your calculator to approximate it by, sticking in all these natural logs and just finding out what decimal that it's close to. I'm not sure which decimal place it asks you to round to, but just make sure if it says to round to the hundredth place, to round to 2 places, and if it's 1,000th, 3 places. Okay, so that's that problem. I hope that helps.